we are going to start. So today, everyone. So I'll just wait for a few minutes. Let your friends join. So in the meantime, so please listen to me carefully. So how you all are going to, how I'm going to teach you. Listen, so derivative, as I've already given to you the weightage of each topic, I'll be sending it to you again in the group so that it's absolutely clear as to what topics you need to prepare. Okay, now everyone, as you all know, from this particular calculus for the first sem, you are going to get from derivative, and from derivative there are two parts. One is called the methods of like a derivative is differentiation. So one is the method used to differentiate particular functions. So in that we have to study composite function, log function. The video for composite function has already been uploaded. Then we have log function, then we have parametric. So after parametric we have function with respect to another function, then we have inverse trigonometric function, then second order derivative, and then L'Hospital. So these are the topics which you have to prepare for the first part of the calculus. Then for the second part, that is application of derivative, you need to prepare increasing decreasing function, you need to prepare tangent and normal, you need to prepare you need to prepare maxima and minima. So these are the three topics. Is that clear? Okay, everyone listen to me carefully. Once I complete the first part, then we are going to have 3-4 classes continuously based on MCQ questions. Is that clear? So I've already prepared hundreds and hundreds of MCQ questions for you based on each and every topic. So once we complete that, then I'll send you the mock papers. Then all the options will be given with the basic knowledge which you have understood. You are going to solve those questions, and the main thing is the time factor. Okay, so let us proceed with today's class. So the today's topic is, I said it's a short question because you got a question in the MCQ also. That means whatever the questions have come in the MCQ, the your first same question will also be exactly the same. There might be a 1% deviation or a 2% deviation, but it's gonna be exactly the same. Is that clear? I have already told you how much marks comes from matrix, determinant, and so on. So today we are going to start off with a parametric equation. It is also a part of derivative only. So everyone look at the board. Okay, a parametric equation is an equation which is of the form, there will be basically there will be two equations. Okay, so suppose there is an equation y which is expressed in terms of a variable t, equation number one. Okay, and there is another equation x which is also expressed in terms of t. So out here we see that there are two equations. So these two equations together form what we call a parametric equation. Got it? So what you observe out here is every time a parametric equation will have two equations in which there'll be there'll be three variables, let us say x and y, which will be expressed in terms of a common variable, that is t. So it's not necessary that it has to be t, it could be any variable. It could be any variable. So how do you solve this? So the technique to be used is we need to differentiate both equation both equation with respect to the common variable. We need to differentiate. The technique is you need to differentiate both the equation with respect to the common variable. For example, in this case the common variable is t, isn't it? So when you differentiate this with respect to t, what do you get? You are going to get dy by dt equal to something, that is equation 1. And from the second equation, again, if you differentiate with respect to t, you are going to get dx by dt equal to something, that is equation number 2. So every time the question will be to find dy by dx, but the problem is sorry, this is t, I'm so sorry, dy by dt. But the problem is dy is in equation 1 and dx is in equation 2. So what we need to do is we have to combine these two equations to get the required result. That means to get dy by dx, we need to combine these two, and that is called the chain rule. That is called the chain rule, and it is very simple. What you do is just keep in mind the position of dy and dx. The position of dy is the numerator, it's in the numerator, so out here also dy is the numerator, so you write this as dy by dt. Now I need dx, but I need dx in the denominator, but out here dx is in the denominator, sorry, numerator. So you simply have to reciprocal them. So when you reciprocal this, you get dt by dx. So see, the what do you call, the common variable gets eliminated, dt and dt. So what do you get? Dy by dx. You substitute the value. Is that clear? And whatever value you get, and that value must be in terms of x. Keep that in mind. So this is how you differentiate a parametric equation. So everyone, please look at the board one more time. I'll explain this one more time. So see, a parametric equation means there'll be two equations, equation 1 and equation 2, such that two variables x and y will be expressed in terms of a third variable, that is t. So the technique to solve a parametric equation is you have to differentiate both the equations with respect to the common variable. Is that clear? So one thing I want to what you call focus out here is, every time, please listen to me carefully, okay? The only problem which students might face is this. So the problem that students might face is when to write d by dx and when not to write d by dx. So every equation will contain two variable. Is that clear? So just see with which variable you are differentiating. For instance, in this question, you are differentiating with respect to t, isn't it? So the formula for y and t remains same, but for t, you don't write d by dt. Reason, because if you differentiate t with respect to t, then dt by dt becomes cancels out. So the differential coefficient vanishes. Is that clear? So for y, you have to write dy by dt. So please keep that in mind. So I'll explain what I have told you right now. Look at this. The derivative of log x, the derivative of log y is same. Derivative of log x is 1 by x. So derivative of log y is also 1 by y. But you need to ask yourself a question. With which variable are you differentiating? Suppose log x is with respect to x. Then since you are differentiating x with respect to x, the variables are same. You need not write down the differential coefficient. Why? Because you are differentiating what? X with respect to x. So dx and dx gets cancelled. So that is why when the variables are same, we don't write down the differential coefficient. But in this case, when you differentiate y with respect to x, the variables are different, so we have to write down the differential coefficient dy by dx. Is that okay, everyone? This is what happened out here. Derivative of y, everyone knows it is 1, but since you are differentiating y with respect to t, you write dy by dt. And out here we don't write because this is t with respect to t. In this case, x equal to ft. So we are differentiating x with respect to t. Derivative of x, everyone knows it is 1. But since you are differentiating with respect to t, this becomes dx by dt. Got it? Dx by dt. And on the right hand side, we don't write down the differential coefficient because you are differentiating t with respect to t, so it cancels out. So I hope everyone understood what's a parametric equation. So those who joined late, especially for the last time, parametric equation means two equations will be given such that two variables will be expressed in terms of a common variable. The technique to solve a parametric equation is we differentiate both equations with respect to the common variable. So the common variable out here is t. The common variable out here is t. So when you differentiate y with respect to t, you get dy by dt, and when you differentiate x with respect to t, you get dx by dt. But the question is to find dy by dx. So to find dy by dx, we have to combine equation 1 and combine equation 2, or in other words, we have to eliminate the common variable, that is dt. And how do you eliminate the common variable? By using chain rule. And what does chain rule say? I have to find dy by dx, so just maintain their positions. Dy is in the numerator, so dy will be in the numerator. And what is the denominator of dy? It is dt, as it is, into dx is in the denominator, but in equation 2, dx is in the numerator. So you just reciprocal this, so it becomes dt by dx. Put the value, you will get the answer in terms of t. After that, you have to put it in terms of x. Is that clear? Okay, so please take a screenshot of this, everyone. Okay, now we are going to start off with the problems. If you have understood this, then you'll have no problem understanding the entire solution. Okay, for instance, we are directly going to jump to ISC specimen paper 2021. That means this year, the specimen paper that was sent to us for this year's online MCQ. The question that we are going to do is, everyone, please pay attention. Okay, the first question is, look at the board. It was a very easy for 2 marks. So the question was y equal to t square and uh, t equal to x plus 3. T equal to x plus 3, you had to find dy by dx. Four options were given. Four options were given. Okay, so as you can clearly see, these are two equations. Which is the common variable? Y is expressed in terms of t, x is also expressed in terms of t. So t is the common variable. So what do? I differentiate with respect to t. The formula will remain same for all the variables. Since you know formula only for x, so I'm going to teach you according to x. So what's the derivative of x? X is 1. If the derivative of x is 1, similarly the derivative of y is also 1. But since you are differentiating y with respect to t, don't forget to write down the differential coefficient. Dy by dt equal to derivative of t square. What's the derivative of x square? 2 comes in front. Similarly, 2 comes in front, so you get 2t. We don't write dt by dt because dt and dt gets cancelled. So this is the first equation. See, I told you for 2 marks, it's not going to be a long kind of question. So you get dy by dt equal to 2t. Similarly, do the same thing for the second equation, differentiating with respect to t. Derivative of x is 1, so t is also 1. Since we are differentiating t with respect to t, we don't have to write d by dt. Differentiation of x is 1, but in this case, we are differentiating not with x, but with t. So they are different, so we write dx by dt, and the derivative of a constant is 0. So what is dx by dt? Please tell me. Dy by dx by dt is 1. So equation number 2. Equation number 2. Now I need to find dy by dx. Dy is in equation 1, dx is in equation 2. You need to combine them. So how do you combine them? The rule that is applicable out here is called chain rule. So how did I teach you to use chain rule, please? Dy by dx, isn't it? So dy by dx means dy is in the numerator, so dy is also in the numerator. So write equation 1 as it is, dy by dt, into dx is in the denominator, but dx is in the numerator out here. So just reciprocal this, you get dt by dx. Now just put in the values. What is dy by dt? It is 2t into what is dt by dx? 1. So when you reciprocal 1 by 1 is also 1. So you are getting 2t. The value of dy by dx is you are getting to be 2t. But what did I tell you? The value has to be in terms of x, isn't it? So what is what is, you got how much? You got 2t. So look at the board, everyone. So what is the value of t? It has to be in terms of x. So what is the value of t? So 2 from equation 2, what is t? It is x plus 3. So the right answer is 2 into x plus 3. So 2 marks for this. Is that clear? This one was most probably question number 4, I guess. So please take a screenshot of this first. Please take a screenshot of this. So this is called a parametric equation. This is called a parametric equation. So please take a screenshot of this. So this is our first question. This is our first question. Everyone, please, whatever topics have been completed, please revise also, because the moment I complete this, the first phase of derivative, I will bombard you all with lots and lots of MCQ questions. So you must be prepared. You must be prepared. I told you this time, everyone can easily get 95 plus. Okay, 95 plus, including the project, suppose. Okay. The only thing that you have to worry is the time factor. So that is why, so if you the more you practice, the faster you will be able to solve a particular question. So everyone, let us move on to the next question. So question number 1 is done. Question number 2, excuse me, the question is x equal to a cos cube theta and y equal to a sine cube theta. I have to find the value of dy by dx. Same process. Now, as you know, for a derivative, a, b, c, these are all considered as constant terms. These are all considered as constant terms. So the variable that is common, which I can clearly see, is cos is a function, theta is a variable. Is that clear? So the common variable which I can see is theta. So you know the concept how to solve it, isn't it? And what was the concept? You had to differentiate with respect to the common variable. So which is the common variable out here? Theta. So before I differentiate, let me make this function easy to differentiate, because this is cos cube theta. So you know cos cube theta can be written as cos theta whole cube also. If you directly know how to differentiate, no problem. This is basically done for those who have problems understanding the derivative. So when you differentiate with respect to theta, differentiating with respect to theta, derivative of x is 1, but this is x with respect to theta, so dx by d theta. I want every one of you to be confident in this. Is that clear? So I have told you many times that every equation will have two variables and one differential coefficient. Is that clear? Okay, so dx by d theta equal to, now look at this, a is a constant. If only a was there, then you would write 0, but this is a. Now look at this, if the power is a constant, you know the base has to be x, so we assume this part as x, then only I can use the 3 can come in front, that is formula number 1, a composite function. So we assume this part as x, so when you assume this as x, the 3 comes in front, so you get 3 cos theta. 3 minus 1 is 2, but this is just an assumption, so d by d theta into cos theta. If you already know how to differentiate, you could have done it directly. This is basically done for you all to understand, those who still are having problem. 3a cos square theta, and you know the derivative of cos theta is minus sine theta. So this is the first equation. Now let us do the same thing for the second equation. Come on, help me do the same thing for the second equation. Come on, what is it? Y equal to a sine theta whole cube. Now for this, I'm going to do it directly because I've already done step-by-step process out here. We differentiate with respect to theta. Please don't forget to write, because now it's MCQ, so we can just ignore that also. I can directly write dy by d theta equal to a, 3 comes in front, so you get what? 3 sine square theta into derivative of sine, because this you have assumed as x, isn't it? So derivative of sine theta is cos theta. So you got dy by d theta also. Now it's time to combine them. What is that rule called? Chain rule, because dy is in equation 2 and dx is in equation 1. So please help me combine them. So dy by dx will be what? dy by d theta into d theta by dx. d theta by dx. So what is the value of dy by d? What is the value of dy by d theta? dy by d theta is 3a sine square theta cos theta into, what is the value of d theta by dx? Dx by d theta is this, so the reciprocal would be 1 divided by 3a cos square theta into minus sine theta. So see, 3a and 3a gets cancelled, sine and sine gets cancelled, cos and cos. So minus is left in the denominator, so plus into minus is minus. In the numerator, sine is left, in the denominator, cos. So sine by cos is tan theta. So this is how you do this particular part. The second question. So please take a screenshot, everyone. All these videos are being recorded specially for you all, because I do understand that in some places there is a lot of network issues, but you all can see the recordings or even download the video, and you can watch it multiple number of times. Okay. So once again, I'm telling you, please don't worry about the what do you call MCQ type of questions. I am there for you all. As I've already told you, I've already stocked thousands and thousands of MCQs. Okay, so now we move on to the third question. Question number three. Okay, this is also important for you, everyone. This is also very important for you. Now, we are going to skip few steps. So the question is x equal to a open bracket theta minus sine theta and y equal to a open bracket 1 minus cos theta. I have to find the value of dy by dx, okay, at theta equal to pi by 2. So four options will be given. So I have to find the value of dy by dx. So out of the four options, let us say the four options are 0, 1, minus 1 and 2. 0, 1, minus 1 and 2. So let us complete this first. Okay, so exactly for one problem you will get 2 minutes. 2 minutes, a little more than that I guess, because in total I already told you that there are how many. Okay, look at the board everyone. 40 questions, so 4 into 2 minutes will give you 80 minutes, so 90 minutes, yeah. So let us complete this. uh, this is the parametric equation. So you know a b c are considered constants, so the common variable out here is theta. So please help me out, come on. You don't have to write dy because this is MCQ. So derivative of x is 1, but since you are differentiating with respect to x, so theta is going to be dx by d theta. A is a constant. If the derivative of x is 1, obviously derivative of theta will also be 1. We don't write d by d because this is theta with respect to theta, and you know derivative of sine theta is cos theta, so first is done. Similarly, the second, derivative of y with respect to theta is dy by d theta. A is a constant, derivative of 1 is 0, and cos theta is minus, so minus into minus plus sine theta. So you got the second equation also, see. So you got the first as well as the second. Now dy by dx. How do you find dy by dx? The rule is dy by d theta into d theta by dx. This is also for you to understand. Once you get it, you don't write this, write down the value directly. How will you write down the value directly? The dy will be in the numerator, that means a sine theta will be in the numerator, and dx will be in the denominator, that means 1 by a 1 minus cos theta. So look at this, a and a gets cancelled, so you are left with sine theta divided by 1 minus cos theta, but the value of theta is also given. What is it? Pi by 2 means 90 degree, so it's going to be sine 90 divided by 1 minus cos 90. So you know sine 90 is 1 and cos 90 is 0, so answer is 1. So the correct option is 1. So the correct option is 1. So this was the third question. So this was the third question. Okay, so please take a screenshot of this. This was the third question. Array, where did I keep my duster? Oh, so please take a screenshot of this. This is the third question. Now we move on to the fourth one. Okay, ready? The fourth question. The fourth question, it is x equal to a open bracket cos t plus t sine t. Sorry, this should be sine and this should be cos. No, no, cos. If this is cos, if this is sine, sine t derivative. No, no. This is cos t, and this will be also cos t. Just a minute, okay. T product t sine cos. Okay, this has to be cos. So a cos t. This is cos. Then I have to get t. No, no, no. This is sine only. What happened? X equal to a. I don't have the question also with me now. Sine, this will become cos. It has to cancel. X equal to, okay, I'll just remember that for the timing. I'll just do another question. Okay, so give me some time to remember that question. Okay, next question that we are going to do today is, so please look at the question. The question is, so parametric. The question is x equal to under root e to the power sine inverse t, e to the power sine inverse t, and y equal to under root e to the power minus cos inverse t. So this is the question. X equal to x equal to root e to the power sine inverse t, and y equal to under root e to the power minus cos inverse t. So please help me out. Come on. So you know that the common variable is t. So derivative of x is going to be what? Dx by dt. So inside the root there has to be x. So derivative of root x is 1 by 2 root x. 1 by 2 root x. But this is just an assumption. So this is just an assumption. So d by dt of e to the power sine inverse t. So you get 1 by 2 under root e to the power sine inverse t. What should be the power of e? It should be x, but this is sine. So derivative of e to the power sine inverse t is also e to the power sine inverse t, but this is just an assumption. So derivative of sine inverse t will be 1 divided by under root 1 minus t square. So everyone see the derivative. This is basically, if you have understood this, that means you have understood derivative properly. So see once again, what did I do? Root भित्र x हुनु पर्छ. So we assume this as x. Root x को derivative is 1 by 2 root x, but this was just an assumption. So I differentiated this. फेरि यसको formula छैन. The formula is only for e to the power x. So I assume this part also x. So e to the power x is e to the power x, but this is just an assumption. And derivative of sine inverse t is 1 divided by under root 1 minus t square. Okay. So everyone, just help me put the value. So what do you get? Just see, 1 by, what do you get? In the numerator, you will get e to the power sine inverse t divided by 2 under root e to the power sine inverse t into 1 by root 1 minus t square. And if I substitute the value, what do you get? The value of e to the power sine inverse t, look at this. The value of root e to the power sine inverse t is what? X. And the value of e to the power sine inverse t is, when you remove the square root, because I need to find out the value of e to the power sine inverse t. So root comes this side, becomes square. So you get square divided by 1 by root 1 minus t square. So x and x gets cancelled. X and x gets cancelled. So in a similar way, please help me find out the value of this. So what will be the value of this? So when you differentiate, what do you get? You get dy by dt equal to root. So it's going to be 1 by 2 root e to the power minus cos inverse t, but this is just an assumption. So I'll just take the camera bit this side. So this is just an assumption. So what do I write? I write d by dt of e to the power minus cos inverse t. Next, 1 by 2 under root e to the power minus cos inverse t dot derivative of e to the power x is, it is e to the power x itself, that means minus cos inverse t, but the differentiation of this is minus out, and derivative of cos inverse t is minus 1 divided by root 1 minus x square. Sorry, not x square, it is t square. It is t square. Okay. So when you simplify this further, what do you get? Minus into minus becomes plus. So you're getting e to the power minus cos inverse t divided by 2 under root e to the power minus cos inverse t into under root 1 minus t square. Root 1 minus t square. So now when you put the value of y, what do you get? Look at the board. So this becomes what? 2y, because under root e to the power minus cot inverse t is y. This will remain as it is, 1 minus t square as it is. And what is the value of e to the power minus cos inverse t? y equal to root e to the power minus cos inverse t. So if I just have to write the value of e to the power cos inverse t, the root comes this time becomes square. So this becomes square, y square. So y and y gets cancelled. So you got both the values. Now let us combine it. Is that clear, everyone? So what am I supposed to get? Now I'm going to do it directly. Dy by dx. So what is dy by dt? This is dy by dt. So that is y divided by 2 under root 1 minus t square into dx is in the denominator but dx is in the numerator. So when you reciprocal, you get 2 root 1 minus t square divided by x. So this and this gets cancelled. So y by x is your final answer. Y by x is your final answer. Please take a screenshot of this. Please take a screenshot of this. Okay. Okay, now next question. I'll just rub this. Just wait for a few minutes, okay? I'm trying to get few more questions on this. That is parametric. Oh, yes. I finally got it. Okay, the question that I was looking for, I finally got that. So I will just rub the board. So I hope you have taken a screenshot of this. So as you can see that parametric equation is not going to be that difficult once you understand the concept. So the concept that is to be understood out here is whenever you come across two equations, you have to use parametric equation. That's the first thing. And the second one is when to write d by d and when not to write d by d. Please keep that in mind, okay? When the variables are same, you have to write. When it is not, then you don't. Okay. So the question which I was looking for was, in fact, I was uh, the uh, the some part I had wrote it correctly, but x equal to a cos t plus t sin t plus t sin t and y equal to a open bracket sin t minus t cos t. So I have to find the value of dy by dx. So everyone just pay attention. So as you can see the question is x equal to, yes, now I think you can see it properly. The question is x equal to a cos t plus t sin t and y equal to a open bracket sin t minus t cos t. So you can easily make out that the common variable is t, isn't it? So differentiate with respect to t. X को derivative के हुन्छ dx by dt a as it is. Derivative of cos t is minus sin t. Product rule u into v. So t is a constant. Derivative of sin is cos plus sine constant, derivative of t is 1. So what is dx by dt, please? So see, sine t and sine t gets cancelled. So you're left with at cos t. So four options are given. So this is also a very important question for you. So you got dx by dt to be how much? At cos t. Now in a similar way, please help me find out the value of this. So again, differentiating with respect to the common variable, that is t. So dy by dt equal to a, derivative of sine is cos t minus, since there's a minus sign, please don't forget to put a bracket. So t constant, derivative of cos is minus sine t, minus sine t, minus sine t, plus cos as it is, and derivative of t is 1. So close the curly bracket and then the last. So open the bracket, what do you get? you get cos t, minus into minus is plus, t sine t, minus into plus is minus cos t. So you can see cos t and cos t gets cancelled, so you're left with at sine t. You're left with at sine t. Okay, so you got the equation 1 also, you got equation 2 also. Now it's time to combine and get the value. So what is the question? The question is you have to find the value of what? Dy by dx. What is dy? Dy is at sine t. And what is dx by dt? Reciprocal. So when you reciprocal, you get 1 by at cos t. So at and at gets cancelled. So sine by cos is tan t. So this is the correct option. So this is the correct option. So out of the 4 options, this is the correct one. Is that clear? So if you have problem seeing this, okay. So please take a screenshot of this. Everyone, please take a screenshot of this. Okay, now, so this is how a parametric equation works. So actually I had told the students who are doing offline that I'll be sending you a question on a parametric equation for homework, but I did not send because I wanted to complete with the students who are doing online also. So most probably tomorrow or day after tomorrow, most probably tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I'll be sending you the questions on this particular topic. Is that clear? That is parametric. So now everyone, so you have understood what is a parametric equation. Now it's time for us to understand with this concept only, it is time for us to understand the derivative of a function, differentiation of, everyone look at the board, differentiation of a function, function function with respect to another function, another, another function. Okay, so it's a very simple one. It is based on a parametric equation only. But now see, so let us try to understand this first. Okay, what does this mean? Differentiation of a function with respect to another function. So normally what is dy by dx? Dy by dx is you are differentiating y with respect to x. You are differentiating y with respect to x. That means what is y? A variable. What is x? A variable. And what is like dy by d theta? Differentiating y with respect to theta. Y is a variable, theta is also a variable. So normally we are used to differentiating one variable with respect to another variable, isn't it? But look at this particular type. In this case, what will be given is a function will be given. Two functions will be given, so you have to differentiate one function with respect to the other. You have to differentiate one function with respect to the other function. Is that clear? So how do you do it? I'll just give you a simple example. Let us say I have to differentiate uh, the question is question number 1. You have to differentiate e to the power sine x with respect to log log sin x, log sin x. So these type of questions, see, normally you have to differentiate what? A variable with respect to variable. Now they are telling us to differentiate one function with respect to another. So how do you do this? We convert this into a parametric equation. How do we convert this into a parametric equation? L के सम्झिन्छ y र यसलाई के सम्झिन्छ z. So differentiate y with respect to z भन्नु मतलब के हो? dy by dz. So see, you have converted this into a parametric equation. How a parametric equation? You have taken this as y, so y equal to e to the power sine x, ra you have taken z equal to log sine x. See, didn't you get two equations? Did you get two equations? So two equations it becomes a parametric equation. So you know how to differentiate this. Which is the common variable, everyone? Which is the common variable? The variable which is common to both are x. Y is being expressed in terms of x and z is also being expressed in terms of x. So differentiate both sides with respect to x. What do you get? dy by dx is equal to, what should be the power of e? Composite function, e to the power sine x, but the derivative of sine x is cos x. Finished. So these type of question you can get this time, concept based. Okay. So similarly, z could differentiate gara dz by dx. Those who still are having problems with composite function, please go through the video on composite function. Log should always be with x, isn't it? So we assume this as x. Derivative of log x is 1 by x, but this is just an assumption. So derivative of sine x is cos x. Derivative of sine x is cos x. Is that clear? So see what you're getting now. Combine them. What are we supposed to find? Dy by dz. Dy by dz equal to, what is dy by dx? It is e to the power sine x into cos x into, when you change what, I need dz in the denominator. I've already explained this many times. Is that clear? So when you reciprocal this, what will happen? Sine x divided by cos x. So cos x and cos x gets cancelled. So e to the power sine x into sine x. So this is how you differentiate a function with respect to another function. Please go through this. Okay, now let us do another question. So as you can see, this particular function, that means differentiation of a function with respect to another function, is not difficult. It's just what do you call, an upgraded version of parametric equation. It is just an upgraded version of a parametric equation. Okay, so few questions we are going to complete today. So tomorrow also is going to be a very important class, because tomorrow I'm going to teach you all derivative of inverse trigonometric function. Okay, so once I complete inverse trigonometric function, then L'Hospital theorem and second order derivative. So once I complete that, the first part of derivative is complete. Then we are going to focus on MCQ, MCQ and MCQ only. So again, I'm telling you, please everyone, don't stop revising what you have learned. Don't stop revising what you have learned. Okay, so next question, ready? Next question is, the question is, I need to differentiate sine square x with respect to e to the power sine square x with respect to e to the power cos x. E to the power cos x. A simple one. Again, what do? I take this entire thing as y and I take this entire thing as z. So this becomes differentiating y with respect to z, obviously means dy by dz. Now y equal to sine square x and z equal to e to the power cos x. Now differentiate both sides with respect to x. I'll do the derivative directly. If anyone has a problem, please feel free to ask me, okay, in my personal WhatsApp number. So derivative of y with respect to x, because x is the common variable. So you get dy by dx. Here 2 is a constant, agadi आउँछ. So you get 2 sine x, but this is just an assumption. So sine x derivative is cos x. Done. What about z? Do the same thing. You get dz by dx. E को power के हुनुपर्छ x. So it is cos x, but this is just an assumption. So cos x derivative is minus sine x. Now you just combine these two. So when you combine these two, what do you get? You will get dy by dz equal to dy by dx into dx by dz. I'm writing this so that you all don't get confused. So what is the value of dy by dx which you got? You got this to be 2 sine x into cos x. And what is the value of dx by dz? Sorry, dz by dx is this. So obviously dx by dz is going to be the reciprocal. So 1 divided by e to the power cos x into minus sine x. So you can easily see sine x and sine x gets cancelled. So the answer is minus 2 cos x divided by e to the power cos x. So this is gonna be the correct option. So please go through this once again. So the everyone listen to me. You need to practice a lot for calculus portion only, because relation, function, matrix, determinant, those are all theoretical type of, what do you call, theoretical type of chapters, where you just have to understand. If you just understand, that is more than enough. But for this, you have to use your pen and pencil to solve it. Okay, so please go through this. This is derivative of a function with respect to another function. So I'll just rub this. Okay, now let us do the third question. Question number three. Question number three. Ready, everyone? Okay, the third question is, differentiate x to the power x with respect to, let us say, sine x, a simple one. I have to differentiate x to the power x, okay, with respect to, or rather, let us try to make this one also similar type, no? E to the power 3x for 2 marks question. So this could be the question. So how would you solve this? You're going to take this as y, and you're going to take this as z. So differentiate y with respect to z, bano matlab dy by dz, dy by dz. So come on, help me out with this. So y equal to x to the power x and z equal to e to the power 3x. Now I need to differentiate. The common variable is x, you know, but there's a slight problem, and the problem is I cannot differentiate this unless and until I use log, because this is function to the power function. So how do I differentiate this? I'm going to apply log. So log y equal to log x to the power x, so x comes in front. Those who are still having problems with log, please see that video. Okay, it's there in the Teachmint app. So differentiate this now. Derivative of log y is 1 by y dy by dx equal to product rule, x log x is 1 by x plus log x derivative of x is 1. So x and x gets cancelled. So what is the value of dy by dx? You're getting dy by dx to be 1 plus log x was already in the numerator. So this y goes up and the value of y is x to the power x. So this is the value of dy by dx. Now get the value of e to the power 3x. Differentiate again. What do you get? Dz by dx. So 3 comes in front. So 3 e to the power 3x. This is not difficult, because this is a standard function. What is this, everyone? It's a standard function. Now just combine the two. Just combine the two. What do you get when you combine the two? Because I have to find dy by dz, isn't it? So everyone look at the board. So dy by dz will be equal to dy by dx into dx by dz. So dy by dx भन्नु मतलब के हुन्छ? X to the power x 1 plus log x into dx by dz भनेको यसको reciprocal. So you get 1 by 3 e to the power 3x. So this is the correct answer. Is that clear? Okay, please take a screenshot of this. So with this question we end today's class. So today we did parametric equation and differentiation of a function with respect to another function. With this concept you will be able to do all. In that in your book there might be questions where you will not able to do, because that involves inverse derivative of inverse function, so which I'll be teaching you tomorrow. Once you understand that, you'll be able to do all the questions. Is that clear? Okay.